29 years he worked for one company to then be fired, thrown under the bus. Vamoose, ciao ciao, goodbye, sacked, gone. There's a guy here in England, which is all over social media, mainstream news, who worked for a company called Morrison's for 29 years. It's his only ever job. And now he's suffering with mental health issues. And I'm going to do a reaction to the video, which we're going to watch together. And we're going to break down all the problems that he's now facing, but some of the real issues that he actually talks about. And, you know, they're red flags for me. And that's what we're going to break down. So let's jump into this. But this confirms everything that I talk about. You must not only have one string to your bow. You must not only have one source of income. The risk is in a job. I keep saying it, but you know, some people don't listen. Jobs are risky. Let's jump into it.
This morning has launched a campaign to get our next guest his job back. A Morrison's store manager who said his life has been completely devastated after he was sacked by the supermarket for confronting a repeated shoplifter.
Sean Egan, who had worked in the Aldridge Morrisons in the West Midlands for 29 years, was escorting the shoplifter out of the store when the thief turned aggressive, spat on him, tackled him to the ground. Morrison says Sean breached the store's deter and not detain policy.
Okay, so there we go. This guy was dealing with a shoplifter. He was then spat on and attacked, and the repercussions are he's been sacked. So, you know, you'll find out a little bit more as we go into this, but essentially that's what happened. Is a shoplifter was stealing. He confronted them. He was attacked. He reacted, defended himself. Morrison, despite his 29 years service, ended up getting rid of him. But check this out.
It's this morning from viewers, and obviously there's a campaign to get your job back. But tell us why you lost it.
I lost my job of 29 years with Morrison's because
And it's hard for you. I
was in a...
The guy can barely talk. Like, you can see he's distressed and he's going through things right now. He's in a dark place. I did a previous video, if you remember, about my dad had worked for his last company. My dad's retired now with my mum as well. My dad did about 18 years, 17, 18 years for the company that he worked with before, was attacked by dogs, was in a bad way, lost like 6 pints of blood, emergency operation. It was really bad, horrific. He looked like he'd been attacked by a gang with knives. Nothing from the company. They wanted to wash their hands of it. They didn't want to know. No support after. He had to retire because of that. It forced him into retirement. My dad's a tough old cookie, you know, so he doesn't suffer with any after mental health issues or anything like that. But the point is, he nearly died on the job. And they didn't give a hoot. 29 years. I'll also just share with you before we carry on watching, an old guy I used to work with, sorry, not an old guy, but a guy I used to work with back in the day called Chris. He did around, well, he's done longer now, but when I'd left, he was at about 9 years service or 8 years service when I left my last job. And he ended up defending himself against someone who came on site and started attacking security guards, and it was horrific. And I remember him telling me he defended himself and the security guards, and he was pulled into the HR investigation meeting, and he was close to losing his job. And at that point, he'd already done like 8.5, 9 years, whatever it was, to nearly lose his job. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Let's carry on.
In a challenging situation where a shoplifter spat at me several times. And I reacted in a way where I had to defend myself. And I was put in a situation where not only to defend myself, but to ensure that the customers and the staff around me, that they were safe also.
Any idea why they are deciding to be so heavy with you to sack you? I mean, are they saying that you started the fight? You were the first one to be physical?
They're saying that I should have just opened the gates and let them walk out without any interaction.
And to be fair, that's what you should do. If it's not your company, I mean, think about it. Morrison's is a huge corporation here in the UK. Big supermarket, big players. If someone's stealing, this is not your stuff. This is, yes, he's worked there for a long time, so there's that attachment. But ultimately, your safety, your life is not worth risking for any company. Look, you can see he's distressed and I feel sorry for him. But there's also an element of, this is indoctrination. He goes on to say, which you'll hear in a minute, that he felt like a family. There are so many things wrong with this, is that his level of risk of what has ended up becoming his life now was so high because he only had one stream of income. It's all he's ever known. He was devoted to the company. He considered it as a work family, and he essentially, these blinkers were formed where he couldn't see reality. As I talk about, he didn't have that perspective of there's more to life than your job, but clearly it's been his everything. He was willing to defend the store, which does not care about him. You need to understand, you need to see the bigger picture, that whether you work yourself into the ground or whether you do the bare minimum, it actually makes no odds, because they will let both people go in a heartbeat. It's all about profit and loss. Doesn't matter about 29 years. Let's carry on.
I saw at the beginning to talk to you this morning, you are emotionally very affected by this, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you'd put a post on a social media site in order to try and get other work.
Yeah.
How has what has happened to you affected your state of mind and your ability to support yourself?
My state of mind, I've been in a spiral of depression, been in counselling, been medicated. The support I've had through my doctor's been fantastic.
Are you listening to this like I am? Depression, tablets, in a dark hole. For what? For a company that got rid of him in a heartbeat after 29 years. He's not getting that time back. How much has he made money-wise? That's the problem. When you stay in a job, you don't earn loads of money. Your profit, I was referring to profit because of business. Your promotion and your pay increase is minimal. It will be small percentages, 2 grand. Little 5 grand, little bonus, little 6 grand, 3 grand, 7 grand, or maybe 15 grand. Over 29 years, he probably started on when he was 17, he was probably on about £17,000 a year, £19,000 a year. He's a manager now in Morrison's. Well, was. What could he have been on as a manager? 39, 41, 42,000 in 29 years. 29 years of business. You go from earning peanuts to being a multi-millionaire living on your terms. I really feel sorry for him because he has had the blinkers on and he's left in a bit of a pickle now. But you need to take the lessons from this. This is why you do not give your all to a company, because no matter the tactics, no matter the dangling of the carrots, no matter what they promise you, the gaslighting, have perspective, family, freedom, time. Say that again. Family, freedom, time. Family, freedom, time. That's what matters in life, which actually is a great time just to say, that is why I felt the need to build Exitnine. Logo will pop up on screen. Link is in the bio to build a life by design outside the traditional system with time and financial independence. You have to add a new string to your bow. It's not an option anymore. It's just not. I mean, this is the result of serving. Let's carry on.
But ultimately, the support I've had through my family has been amazing. I did class Morrison's as my family, and they've been unsupportive throughout.
Work family. Honestly, I'm caught between two emotions with this guy. I want to say to him, if I met him, I'd want to say, dude, what were you thinking? I believe he's got children and he's got a partner from other videos that I've seen now. Wake up. Wake up. Your real family is your family, not your work family. You know? Come on. Sometimes I think, am I the only one that realises this? Am I the only one that sees this? Let me just turn my ISO up. Come on. Wake up.
After 29 years, I mean,
Yeah.
You've been there so long.
Yeah, and it's my only ever job. It's the only job I've ever had my entire life. It's all I've known. And to be out of work and to, how can I say it, to be in a situation of uncertainty. And I was just saying earlier that when I applied for Morrison's, it was just a simple 15, 20-minute interview. That's not the world that we live in now.
No, it's not the world that we live in. Let me turn my ISO down again. Weather's up and down. Once upon a time, he just walked into an interview, 15 minutes, yeah, you got the job. He doesn't know anything about marketing, sales, social media, the online world, passive income, autonomy, workflows, systems, processes, AI. Practically, someone like this is living in the dinosaur age, the Jurassic age, the Triassic age. Again, one path, one string to the bow, stagnation, tunnel vision, the one thing. The company's done all right. I bet they've made loads of money from him, but he's out on his bum. Doesn't know what to do now. You know, we're going to be coming into a tsunami of a change in the economy. You have to be good at many different things. You have to wear different hats now. It is naive, stupid, dumb, ridiculous, psychotic, mad, crazy to even think that you can just rely on a job now. You cannot. Once upon a time, it used to be CVs. Now it is mandatory to have content. /marketing equals sales. Attention is an asset. Viewers are potential customers. You have to learn this stuff. You have to learn social media. You have to build a side business. I mean, he's going to be in for a shock when he goes to try and get another job now. The process. I decided to do this video as I was walking around the park with my son not too long ago. I don't need to run over notes. I can just hit play on this and we can just talk about it, because this is real life. Like this is wake up time.
Of course. And do you feel this is currently hanging over you and having a negative impact?
The trouble is, it's been an absolute black hole of my life so far, and it's stopping me progressing with what I want to do. I've got a lot to offer. I've done 29 years in Morrison's.
He's got to stop saying 29 years. He's freaking me out. You've done 29 years, dude. 29 years.
In retail, I started when I was 17. I've got a lot to offer.
And this is the other thing. I've got a lot to offer. No, offer yourself stuff. I want to pick up the here he is. Offer yourself something. Morrison's man, ex-Morrison's man, offer yourself something. Stop serving.
And not just in retail, and I've got a lot of life skills that I can give.
I can't imagine what Ken Morrison would think of somebody who's worked for him for 29 years, putting his life on the line for the store and then being sacked.
I met Ken twice.
So now they're talking about the owner of Morrison's. Who started it.
And this is when the business was a family business, and I met him. He came to do a store opening and visited our local store, and he was amazing and he inspired me. And then I met him again several years later, and I was a senior manager and he was opening a store, and he remembered me by name.
He was amazing. He remembered me by name. Why are we putting company owners on pedestals? We've got to stop all this. We've got to stop idolising people. We've got to stop idolising business owners. We've got to stop idolising YouTubers, content creators, celebrities, public figures. We've got to stop idolising presidents, politicians. I don't think anyone idolises politicians, actually. This was, again, going back to my last job. Oh, we've got a regional manager on site. We've got the big boss coming out. Everyone, get out of the red carpets. Get out of the red carpets. Everyone, fan the managers as they're coming in. Everyone, clap. Yeah, the manager's on site. Everyone, bow. What, you mean a human being that's been to the toilet this morning, that breathes, that can still get cancer, that can have a sore throat, that can fall down and break their leg? Why are you saying, dude, that it was amazing and he remembered your name and, the owner of, the owner remembered my name? This is what I mean. Suppression of creativity and being true to who you are and idolising business owners, famous people, social media people. We're just people. I'm filming this YouTube video. I'm no different from you. I am no different. No one is more special. A YouTuber, Logan Paul, KSI. I've met KSI. I've met Big Zoo. I've met very famous people. Never be a fanboy or a fangirl. Humans. We all bleed the same. We're the same.
And it's something that I will never forget. And that ethos of a family business is not where we are now, but it's something that I'll never forget.
Ah, Lord Almighty. I think this is probably the most, how do I word this? This video that I'm recording now is probably I'm almost lost for words and dumbfounded, because again, I'm caught between two sides. I feel sorry for him in several different ways, that he's worked 29 years of his life, which is wasted. Was he got showed for it? Nothing. Now, nothing. 29 years of his life. As you all know, if you watch enough of my videos, it is about living life to the max with no regrets, never compromising, never asking permission, doing what you want, with who you want, where you want, without having to follow rules that have been set for you. And reminding you that life is so short, like so short. It's not to give it away. It's not about how much money you make. It's not about the assets and the material things that you have. It is not. It is about the experiences, the being with loved ones as much as you can, protecting your peace, living in contentment, avoiding drama, avoiding other people's baggage, and not giving and serving someone else, and leaving untapped potential on the table. He says he's got skill sets. I don't think he believes he has, other than doing retail. I think when he's referring to skill sets, he's on about, I can work really hard for you. I believe he would be that perfect candidate that would go into an interview and they'd say, right, sell yourself to us. When was the last time you helped a customer? What could you do for us? How can you work hard? And he'll sell his soul to basically say, I would be really good at being, doing as I'm told, and building this corporation for you. Now look, that there's another side to this. So I have to caveat with the fact that there'll be people saying, well, Aaron, not everyone can be business owners. That's not what I'm saying, and I agree. But look at what we've just witnessed together. This wasn't made up. This wasn't AI, which reminds me, by the way, there's someone who keeps leaving a comment saying, Aaron, can you reply to my comment because I think you're AI? No, I'm real. I am as real as they get. Someone actually keeps saying, can you reply to me? I think they just want me to reply, which another reminder, I am making my way through the comments, but there's just so many. I'm very blessed. Thank you so much, but I'm taking my time. This is the problem. He doesn't have skill sets, not real world skill sets. He can serve someone, and yes, there's always got to be workers, but things are going to change. The economy is moving very fast. It's fine to have a job, but my God, please give yourself a cash buffer. He clearly does not have any money in the bank because he wouldn't be sitting on Good Morning Britain. He just wouldn't. When I lost my job, when I quit, I had money in the bank. I'd already replaced my entire income and more. You have to do that. You have to have a runway of funds. FU money, rainy day, emergency fund, floating fund, maintenance fund. Have investments, have savings, protect yourself, add layers of security. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, I was very passionate about it because I am. Because this kind of stuff, it annoys me, but at the same time, I feel sorry for him in many different ways. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think of that? I'd be very keen to hear. I think this is going to be a good one. I think we'll have some good conversations in the comments section because I think we'll have a mixed bag on this one. If you did like the video, as always, please do like and subscribe if you want to. And do not forget, if you truly want a life by design, and you really want to build something for you and your family, and you want that independence and control over your life, take 2 minutes and go check out Exit9. The link is in the description. It'd be mad not to, because I've actually built it for you, because I get asked the questions all the time. I'd love to build my own thing. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. So I've kind of built it on the basis that I know people who follow me do want to live a life by design. Until next time, my good people, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.